Hey guys, thanks for joining. Finally, after, maybe a year or so, if not longer, I lost track of time, finally getting around to doing my review video of the Haley Strategic Partners and G-Code INCOG holster. So here it is, about a year later. This is for a Glock 19, and it has included mag caddy. Now for anybody who doesn't know, the INCOG is a joint venture between Haley Strategic Partners and G-Code, maker of Kydex holsters. So what I like about, well, let me get into some features here. So the INCOG was designed to be an appendix carry, or really just a versatile inside the waistband holster. I prefer to carry it in a appendix fashion with the mag caddy attached. I've had this particular holster. This is one of the earlier ones. You'll notice it doesn't have any of the, if you go to their webpage, you won't see, this is the older style. No logo here, but the tactical fuzz, black on black. This one I've used as my primary carry, concealed carry option for just about a year. Pretty much every day, all day, 10 plus hours a day. What I like features wise is it allows me to carry appendix with my Glock 19. I prefer one clip. This initially had two, if you refer to my little teaser video for it. And it allows me to always have an extra magazine. Two is one is none. Many people go, I just need one magazine in my gun, I'm fine. Well, it's not that you need this many bullets. It's in the event you get a catastrophic failure while firing this weapon, you're going to dump this magazine and get rid of it. So you need to have a backup to replace it. And that's the point of primarily of carrying a secondary magazine. Not so much that you're going to need so many rounds, but that if an immediate action drill fails to correct your malfunction, you're going to get rid of that magazine, clear the gun, load it, and get back into the fight. I have a newer INCOG on order. I just purchased it from, or ordered it from Haley Strategic Partners. It's the INCOG Shadow for the Surefire XC1. I got their combo deal. It was a great deal. I'll do a comparison video or a feature video on that one when it arrives. I'm pretty excited for that. I've always been a fan of, if I'm not carrying this as my primary CCW, I have a outside the waistband Bravo concealment for a Glock 17 and an X300. I like weapon lights. I think they are a good thing. They're not a searchlight. They're basically target identification, threat identification, particularly in low light or nighttime when you're out and about. So I've read some things, or I've heard that a lot of people talk about how their fuzz doesn't wear off. So I don't know how well you can see it on video, but this fuzz has worn right across the belt line, right as it should. It doesn't mean it's inferior in any way, shape, or form. It just means it's a real product. Nothing's indestructible, and nothing lasts forever. But given the amount of abuse I've given this holster, the amount of wear is minimal. Now for those that don't know or are curious about what this fuzz does, it's not so much a comfort option as it is it helps reduce holster shift against your clothing or against your body when it's riding in the waistband, which, as you'll see if my hand covers where the belt line goes, that's pretty much all that presents above the belt line. The mag caddy, the way it attaches, flexes. Now, I like that. Another thing is, I live in Arizona, obviously, by my my handle. The screws, I don't know how well you can see it, just like any piece of metal in sweat, or particularly now in our monsoon season where it gets a little humid, but mostly during the hotter weather, these screws will rust out or start to form rust lines or get some patina on it from the rust, which that's expected. I mean, it's metal, it's sweat, it's gonna rust. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. For me, appendix carry is super comfortable. I prefer it primarily because whether I'm seated in a vehicle, standing, pretty much any position, there are zero issues accessing my firearm. When I'm seated, I just pull my shirt behind it. My seatbelt can go right in front of it. I don't have to worry about fighting a seatbelt latch, digging behind me in the 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30 position, trying to get a holster while I'm seated in a vehicle. It's very accessible. When I'm standing, it's right in front of me. It's really quick to get out. I like the fact that the mag caddy is right there. It's almost in the same place that I normally carry my magazines on when I'm open carry. I like them on obviously the left side. I use my left hand access. I'm a right-handed shooter. Those are the pros to the INCOG holster. Now there are some cons. Not everything is perfect. Primarily, the biggest con is appendix carry is not for everybody. If you got a Dunlap, appendix carry can get in the way, particularly with the mag caddy. Some people, this portion right here might dig into your upper thigh, between your just around your hip bone. I'm not really a fan for concealed carry other than appendix going behind the body, at the most at the side, and this will accommodate a side carry, but in that instance I wouldn't use a mag caddy. I would go ahead and use a traditional magazine pouch on my support side, and then this will just function, add the second clip that came with it, or at least this one, as a standard in the waistband strong side or primary side holster. Overall, I highly recommend this product. It has survived running, jumping, tackling, let me see, everyday carry, in and out of vehicles all day. It works. I like it. I recommend it particularly for concealed carry in the appendix position with the mag caddy. I like that setup a lot. I think it's a good setup. You have one package, you grab it and go. If you need to take it off and set it aside for whatever reason, it's good to go. I like the one clip, gets out of the way. My belt buckle rides pretty much right here, just off to the side, the way I have my belt set up, so it gets use a 511, I think it's called a Maverick with the Cobra belt, but any good sturdy gun belt would be really good. Make sure you get that stiffener in it when you start carrying firearms, either in the waistband, outside the waistband, anywhere on your waistband. You're going to want immediately, you're going to recognize the need for a quality gun belt. The flimsy little faux leather or just a flimsy belt won't cut it for you. On a side note, right through here, this did have a full shirt guard. When I ordered it, I ended up just trimming it off. The XC1, the Shadow I believe it's called, the INCOG I just ordered, has like a half, so it should be right around the same area. And when I get that in, I'll do a follow-up video, and then for this particular holster, I'll end up doing a demonstration video showing how to use it or deploy it, how I like to use it and deploy it from concealed carry out on a range. Put some rounds through it, give you guys an idea how it functions seated, standing, moving. I really like it. Do the same with the light bearing model when that arrives, and maybe do a side-by-side and show you guys how that functions when you're actually on the range. I appreciate you guys watching. Sorry for like all the super delays in getting my videos out. I did have to deal with some serious knee surgery. That put me away from getting outside and doing some things, and then obviously life and work and everything else. But we'll be doing better on that. Do some more. I've got some 300 blackout stuff that I'm gonna be bringing up. I've got a 10.3 inch 300 blackout SBR and a 16 inch. Get out and do some field testing with that. Some suppressor testing. You guys will hopefully enjoy it. Get into some training tips. I am a certified firearm instructor, so don't claim to be the master of everything, but I do it for a living. So maybe the way I look at it is we can all help each other in the firearms community. I believe anybody owns a gun, responsible gun owners need to take it upon themselves to make themselves a better part of the community by finding and acquiring quality training. Unlike any other item you decide to carry with you on a daily basis, the right to bear arms and the right to personal protection carries with it a huge responsibility and bears a great impact on the community around you, whether you choose to or not. The very fact that you've decided to arm yourself brings with it that responsibility. So thank you guys for watching. If you would, please like and subscribe, and I'll be bringing more videos.